Next, I'm going to create the page for view campuses. Let me copy this campuses.html, and after paste that, let me rename it to view campuses. View underscore campuses. So the first thing we need to change here is the button. Now we want this view campuses button to show as pressed. So I will change the class btn-inset. Let's open it and let's see. Now it shows this button has pressed. Now I want to add the table into this div, the div with the class main content. So before adding table, let me first create a container, and inside the container I will add a row, the Bootstrap grid layout, and then I will add call md12. Inside this column I'm going to add a table. In Bootstrap we can add certain classes to show a nice table. So the first class we can add is table, and this adds the padding, border, and a light background on the table header. And I can add the T head. Also I can add the T body. In the T head I will add the TR, and inside the TR I want to add TH, and I'm going to add 6 headers. So I will use the emit like this, and I can use the headers as campus ID, then campus code, campus name, campus description, campus location, and this last one I will leave it as blank because I want to show the buttons, edit and delete buttons under this header. Actually what I can do is I can make it as I can use the call span as 2, because then in the T body we can add 2 TDs under this table header. So the next I'm going to add TR in the T body, and here also I want to add 6, actually 7 TDs. So let me add 7 like this. And simply I will add some dummy data. So in this last two TD elements, I'm going to add two images, actually icons, to show the edit and delete uh, buttons. What I can do is I can add img here, and I already added two images, edit, and also I added the delete image, this one. But this will show as a big icon, so we will have to change the size in the custom style sheet. Let me go to this main.scss and I will add a comment here. View campuses page, and in the main, inside the table, we want to uh, add a rule to resize the image here. So let me add here table and then img with, I will add maybe let me add 50 pixels width, and height I will add as auto. Let's refresh and see how it shows. So now the table shows like this, and maybe we can reduce the size a little bit. Also, we need some space in the top. I will make it like 40 pixel, the width. And here in the container, I can add margin top 5. And I think now it looks good. This size also looks okay. Maybe I will reduce it a little bit more. Let me give it as 30 pixels. Next, I'm going to copy this tr, and I will create few more rows. Let's refresh and see how it looks now. It looks okay, but instead of these kind of lines, it would be nice that these having if it has some colors. So let me add some other Bootstrap classes for the table, and let's see how we can change that. Let me add this table striped class to the table tag. So it added this kind of background color to the alternative rows, and we can also add table hyphen hover. Now it is when we hover, the color changes, the background color of the every row changes. And also if we want, we can add the table hyphen bordered class. So it adds a border like this. And to change the colors of the table, we can add some uh, color to the table tag like this. Let me add table hyphen dark, and table is now showing us in dark color. If I add table light, yeah, it is now showing like this. Next, I'm going to make some changes to the colors of this table. So first I'm going to remove this table hyphen light. Then the background color should uh, not visible anymore. So right now it is like light gray color. So once I remove this table underscore table hyphen light, it should go away. So what I want to do is I want to show some custom colors for the odd rows, and another custom color for the even rows. So to do that, I'm going to apply a custom class. In addition to this table hyphen striped, I'm going to create another class here, table hyphen striped hyphen custom. And next I will target that class in my main.scss. So I'm on Bootstrap 5.3.8. In this version of Bootstrap, uh, to use the table striping, we have to use CSS variables instead of using the typical way of using that end of type, which was the way we used before. we are targeting the class, then the T body, then TR, then colon nth of type, then within bracket we will add odd, and then for even we will add the even within bracket. So instead of that approach in Bootstrap 5.3.8, so the best approach is to use the Bootstrap CSS variables. So let me do it in that way for the table striping. I have to use this variable bs table, then striped, then bg, and after colon I'm going to specify the color, that background color I want for the odd rows. So by default this variable takes the background color for the odd rows, and also I can specify using CSS variable for the color for the text of that odd row. So for that I'm using bs table, then striped, and instead of bg here I'm using color, and for color I will use black, and that's how we can give the background color for the odd row and then text color for the odd row. Now not only for odd rows, I want to give a background color and text color for the even rows. So for that I can use this way, which is similar to the standard way, the the way that we use long time. So that's the way I'm going to use. That is, I'm going to target the class table hyphen stripe hyphen custom. Then I'm going to use the T body, and then I'm using TR colon n of type. Here I'm using n of type, and within brackets I'm using even. And also it's not enough to use this. We have to use this symbol, and then we have to give star, because we are going to target the PD of this TR. So if we use this, it will not work. We have to use this part also, because we want to target the TD as well. If we use this, it is not targeting TD, it's only targeting the TR, but it will not work like that. The background is applied to all TD or TH cells individually. So we can't stop in this point. We have to specify this part as well. So for that, I will specify a different background color. Here I'm using the background color property, and I will add this one, BF, CF, and E4 as the background color. And the text color, I still want to show the black color, so I will use this. And let's refresh and see how it shows now. Yeah, now it shows these odd rows in this color, the light blue color, and this even rows in this kind of dark bluish gray color. So the next thing is I want to color this header also. So to color the header, I can simply add a Bootstrap class to the T head. I don't need to go to the CSS file. I can simply go to this HTML, and in this T head, I can add a class. Like let me add the table secondary, and it should color the table header. Now the next thing is this hover color. So right now it is showing the default hover color, gray color. So I want to apply a custom color to the hover effect. So to do that, we have to use the SCSS again. Here I will first add another class instead of this. In addition to this table hover, I'm going to add table hyphen hover hyphen custom, just like we added this custom class. I added another custom class, but we have to keep this class as well, just like we already leave the table stripe class. So I have to leave this table hyphen hover, and I have to add a separate custom class, and let me target that class. So I'm going to give a different background color now. So let me use this color RGB 121 189 201, and the text color I can specify same black color. Let's refresh and see. Okay, I think we have to use the same approach like this, otherwise it will not work. So let me add the T body, and then TR, and then hover, and again I will add this angle bracket and star to target the TDs. Let's refresh and see. Okay, now it is applying. So I use the color that we use for this, but I think we need to change the color. Let me make it little light, something more towards uh, gray. Ideally, I should have a different color because I don't think that color works. So let me go to more kind of a blue color. I want to show uh, bright blue color. So something like this maybe. Yeah, I think that color looks okay. Maybe we can make it little lighter. For now, that looks okay. And Next thing I want to do is I want to add a white border instead of this gray border. So it's easy, like we can simply go to this table and we can add, we already have this table bordered. Here I can add border hyphen white and it should change the border to white. It changed the border to white here, but in the head it still shows the gray border. Let's see, we can change that by applying the uh, border white with this, and maybe we can add table border again to this. Okay, now it shows the white border in the head also, T head also. Also, I want to make this text center line. I can simply add the text center class into the table and it should align everything center like this.